Hello, welcome back to Budget with Chloe. Today we're budgeting my second paycheck of May. All right, so my second paycheck of the month did end up having my overtime holiday shift premium pay for the month of April, which is great because I thought with the timesheet cutoff and things like that it didn't make it in on time. So this is my paycheck before deductions up here at the top. And we will scroll down to the bottom here to go ahead and take care of all of my payroll deductions. And where are my buttons? We will reset the available amounts here. So that is taken care of. And my net pay was $2,284.13. Again, this was a little bit of shift premiums from working evenings and weekends, but mostly it was working one of the Easter holidays there back in April. So that's exciting because we can kind of clean up some things that have been happening this month. So I do know that I need to repay $58 to my wish holding here, which isn't actually wish holding. I'm currently just housing some birthday money there that was sent to me early from family overseas. So $161.82 was the amount that I am holding on to until my birthday in July. So that is back there, and I borrowed that last month to pay, I think, for some of the hockey tickets that I needed to cover in my entertainment category. So that is taken care of now, and then we can hop back up to the top and we will take care of my portion of the mortgage, which would be that minus $250, and the last $250 will come from my brother at the end of the month. The rest of the bills are good here for the month. Groceries, I did overspend again. I'm not too sure what the issue was this week. I feel like it was just last paycheck. I think I actually did cover the overspending and then added $190. So I think I've just been a little bit more maybe frivolous with the grocery spending, not really paying attention to, it's not like I buy anything crazy, but when I stock up on coffee pods or pick up a bottle of wine, that kind of throws it out of whack. So definitely need to look at adjusting the grocery target, I think. If I put, technically I should have budgeted yesterday, so 40 of this is my HelloFresh box from today, which would come from this paycheck's money. So really it's only over $40 of overspending. So if I do that, and then I have one more HelloFresh box on the 29th. I'm going to go grocery shopping today. $60. People make it work. I should just make a plan after this and go to the grocery store and figure out how to get 2 weeks worth of meals out of the $60 that will be left. But either way, it'll be pushing into June, and then, that will kind of become June's overspending problem. So for now, we'll leave that, and that should be sufficient, but we'll have to see. Gas. Oh, actually, I think I was going to borrow some money from, okay, let's make this 130. So I don't need to fill up yet, but when I do, if I use half of 130 and then I have that for the next 2 weeks as well, I'm kind of on a surplus, which is good. I'd rather have more money in there than not enough. So I will just add a little bit there to keep me going until my next check, and then the rest of vehicle is good. Okay, entertainment. That was a movie ticket that I bought, and then because I did get my holiday pay, I do want to pay off the rest of that Klarna, which there's 2 payments left for $129.63. The next one is in June, which is why it's only showing one upcoming transaction here. So that is that, and that's taken care of, and I'm not going to do that again. I'm not going to borrow money. I mean, side note, I am going to add a more of a big ticket entertainment category once I move in with my boyfriend in the summer and have more disposable income. But I'm going to completely redo my budget. I'm not sure if that's a fresh start or something else, but I'll definitely film that because I know I would love to see people do that. It's going to be completely different because, of course, all my expenses are going to change. And there's room to have more of these quality of life categories, kind of more specific and saving for things more intentionally. And then that way I'm not pulling from my month-to-month entertainment category for big things like hockey tickets or concert tickets. I kind of have a place where I'm putting money aside specifically for those bigger things. So that's exciting, and I'll be sure to film that. I want to do it already. Like, of course, I'm already planning what my budget's going to look like, but I'd love to just do it all right now. But I have to be patient and wait for the time to come. But it is exciting to think about. Okay, yeah, I also have to take care of this. And no comment, I think. There's enough that's been said about that. We'll add the 100 here, and that's taken care of. This subscription, I believe, is increasing. I don't know for sure because I can't see in my settings, but I've heard through the grapevine that people who are getting renewals, luckily mine was renewed in April for the year, but people who are getting renewals now are having a big price increase. So I did adjust that target from about $100 to $150, which is just my best guess. Ideally, next year I'm going to be in a better financial situation that if I had to cash flow a bit more, if it ends up being more than $150, then I can. But I went and adjusted that, and the rest of the subscriptions are on track. I did want to get this up to $50. My brother went a little crazy for Mother's Day, so I did have to pay my half of that. And I did still want to get something for my best friend. She's moving into her house at the end of this month, so $50, and then the rest will come from my partner because we'll get her a little joint gift, and that should be good for that. Travel, I'm going to put 200. I think the target is 230 just because when I went through a spreadsheet and kind of looked at what I can put aside for things, I had about 230 for travel. So I'm just going to snooze that for now and worry about that next month. I'm going to have to start booking things for our road trip in hopefully July. But luckily, I think a lot of the hotels have the option where you can pay once you check out. So I think we'll do that just to be able to pay for it in July rather than pay for it upfront now. Okay, this home sweet home, I'm going to take money from furniture. All of my categories have the word home in them. And then just snooze that. I think I have a couple of categories that are kind of, the same thing, but multiple times. So, and you know what? I'm going to pull the $5 from further education. Again, when I move in with my boyfriend and sell my house, I'm going to have, a bit of cash that I can pad some of these categories with. So if I am interested in doing any kind of schooling, I'm going to have some money from the sale of my house that I can put towards that and have there. So for now, I feel like I probably could delete these targets, but I'll leave it for now. So then I'm looking at $87.23 For the rest of that, I'm just going to steal this 192 just because. And I think, is that everything? I'll probably just end up covering that. 85.31. Okay, so I believe that is everything. I got that up. I'm paying off the rest of the Klarna. The overspending is covered. Have some grocery money. Okay. Now I have to go into June because my next paycheck is not until, I believe, the 7th. So I need condo fees. I need property tax, which is going up in July. So I will have to change that target in July. The way that it works where I live, you can pay your property tax monthly for the year, but when they do the assessment midway through the year, if it's increased, your monthly payment obviously hasn't been enough to make it to that amount by the end of the year. So they increase the rest of the months going forward to catch up to that full however many $1,000 payment. So they did assess my property as being valued more this year, as well as, you know, the tax goes up to pay for things and inflation and whatnot. So that is going up, I believe, to $300. And then what'll happen, I mean, I'm probably selling my house and won't be here, but what would happen in January is they would split the difference and go, so then it would be like $275 a month, January to June, and then probably go up again. But anyways, that is in there. And then my car insurance, $152.25. And I believe, I mean, we can throw the Spotify in there, I guess. But that is everything that I will need before my next paycheck on the 7th. I guess, yeah, I don't need the Spotify in there. Maybe I'll take that out, actually. So I don't know where, there's not a lot of money left, but none of my annual things renew this month. Let's do toiletries and household goods. And $379. Maybe let's do the Spotify after all. And then 12 cents, I will come back here and do what I always do, which is put the money into wish holding, but then when I find some extra dollars somewhere else, I take it out of wish holding to put towards a different category. So will that be there next time? Who knows? But for now, it's in there. And that is all of the money. Everything is taken care of. We're holding it together. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. We're officially on monetization watch. I hit 800 subscribers, I think, last week. Super exciting, and seeing some other people get monetized. I just watched CoinTroll Freak's video about how much she got paid in the first month of monetization, which is super exciting. And I look forward to seeing other people's videos as we kind of get bigger as a YNAB YouTube community, which is really fun. So yeah, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. But this is the money and this is the budget. And I will see you all in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching. Bye.